Nancy? I don't have any sound. I'm trying to do a Zoom meeting. I don't have any sound.
I can't
I'm
hear
on
you.
your computer. I couldn't get on with mine. You have to turn your sound on. I thought it was on. Hello?
We can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
good.
can hear you.
Great, finally. John, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Good. Okay. We can start the meeting at 2:59. Okay, John.
Okay, you want me to go first?
Of course, always.
Sure. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Hope everybody's healthy and stays healthy in the new year. Did everybody get an opportunity to look at our report that we had sent to you?
Yes.
Did everybody get the
Okay.
report?
yeah.
Okay,
Okay, great. So, for the year, the portfolio was up a little north of 16%. Started out, as you can see, with 1.534 million, ended the year at 1.786 million for a unrealized gain of $251,743. So, quite pleased with that, particularly in light of the fact that we moved some money to more secure short-term bond fund with Lord Abbott. So we moved a big weighting to about 27%. We took money off the markets just to be more defensive in nature, and the fact that the portfolio has grown so much in regards to what the town's needs are for their pension requirements. Looking out into the new year, I'm sure most of you have seen or felt it in your pocketbooks. Inflation is really ramping its head up. So yesterday, CPI numbers came out for the year over year, and it was up, 7%, which is the largest increase in over 40 years. So right now, what we're seeing is there's an inverse relationship between rising interest rates and bond prices. And so we have a couple of bond funds, the Lord Abbott Bond Debenture Fund and the Nuveen Strategic Income Fund, and they're starting to go the other way. We're starting to lose some principal on those because of where interest rates are going. And so I'm a little concerned about that. The majority of the money is in the short duration fund. There's $493,000 in that fund, and those bonds have short maturities, less than 1.8 years is the duration on that. So that's relatively okay for ourselves. But what I wanted to do is talk about moving the money out of the longer term bonds, the midterm bonds, the Nuveen and the bond debenture fund, just so we protect principal, and it's not what we would recommend to go into wouldn't be predicated upon or get hurt if yields interest rates start to rise. So what we've been looking at are two things: a preferred stock, and the town's own preferred stocks before too, with a company called Curate Preferred, and you would know them because they own the QVC Home Shopping Network. So they have a preferred stock that has an 8% coupon. It's traded at 104, par value is 100, but they have the right to call it back in 25 or 26. And if they call it back in at that time, you'd get 104 back, so it's basically at par. So my thought is to move about half the money if we sold those two bond funds into this Curate Preferred. It's not going to grow a lot, but it's not interest rate sensitive, the most important thing. And the interest would be, fueled into the money market account. The next one would be a basket of about 25 stocks, companies such as United Healthcare, UPS, Thermo Fisher, Target, Lowe's, Facebook, Microsoft, Nike, Applied Materials, Costco, D.R. Horton, Deere. And basically what we do is we buy a basket of stocks, and it's a trust, and they sell calls on that, covered calls. So it's a covered call strategy, basically sell options on it. So the portfolio would get the dividend, plus they get the premium from selling the call option, and basically same thing, it's not interest rate sensitive. So the yield in this is about 5.5%. And again, the most important thing is that it's not interest rate sensitive. So if rates and inflation keep ticking up, you would not see a negative pricing on the night and the price per share because of interest rate move. So everything else in the portfolio I'm very pleased with. As I said in our meeting in October, the American funds paid some pretty significant capital gains last year, anywhere between 5 and 10%. And, I think they should continue to do well for ourselves going into the new year. If I had a crystal ball to look and see where we'd be this year, my sense is that the market probably sometime in this first quarter, and we may be seeing it now because the market's been very choppy so far this year, we expect somewhat of a 10 to 15% correction in the market. I don't think it's long-lived because there's a lot of money sitting outside still in the sidelines. But when you look at valuations of where the market's trading right now, look at where inflation is, the market needs to pull in somewhat. So for the year, I think that we'll have a positive year for 2022. I don't think we're going to return 16% next year. My thought is we'll see low single-digit returns somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 7%. I think is certainly in the cards for this year. But between now and December, it's not going to be a linear line straight upward. We're going to have some volatility. And I just think the volatility we'll see probably will happen in the first quarter. And then I think things will kind of steady out until we get through the midterm elections. So, I believe the town is okay with money as in regards to pension from what we spoke about last time. Is that still?
We're gonna have to take some money out by April.
Okay. And how much do you think you have
because
to take out?
About 30,000, because we got hit with early retirement we hadn't budgeted for.
Okay, so we already have that covered. In the money market, there's 36,000 in the money market right now. So we have that
okay.
protected for you guys. So
Okay.
we're okay with that.
So when we need
so
it,
that's
we can just ask for it.
right. We'll just wire it to the account like we did before. Whenever you need it, just let me know. We can get it out for you.
Okay. Now,
Um,
also, we need to set up a new fund for the Morris Fire Company. I'm going to
I
email you.
apologize. Yeah, I apologize that Megan's been out pretty sick with COVID for the last month or so. She's supposed to be coming back Monday. I believe we have all the information for that, Mary. I'm most positive we
Okay.
have everything for that. So I'll just work on that next week. And like I said before, in October, I'll either myself or someone from my office will physically drive it up to the town and drop it off so you have the paperwork there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, not a problem.
Hey,
So
John,
how do we need to word this motion for the moving of the money from the bonds to stocks?
So what we want to do is have a motion to sell the midterm bond funds, which would be the Lord Abbott Pod Debenture Fund and the Nuveen Strategic Income Fund into less interest sensitive investments, which would be the Curate Preferred, Curate's Quarte, Curate Preferred Stock, and the First Trust Capital Strength Buy Writing Portfolio.
I need more help than that. So the symbols for Nuveen is FCDDX. And
FCDDX, correct.
what's the other one? Is it LALDX?
No, that's the short term. So it's Larry Bravo Nancy David X-ray, LBNDX.
And how much of that are we selling? Or we're thinking of selling?
We're gonna take the whole position up. There's 97,001. We lost principal the last couple of weeks, and there's 91 in the other.
Okay, then you said Curate is spelled Q-U. How are you spelling again? Q-U-E-R-A-T?
QA. Yeah, I'll give you the ticker symbol too if you like the ticker symbol. The ticker
doesn't.
symbol for the Curate
Okay.
Preferred is QRTEP. Queen Robert Thomas Edward Pizza.
Oh, I like pizza. Okay. And then the other one,
And it's-
the other one's just buying a basket of 25 stocks. Is there any kind of label on that?
Yes, so it's, the symbol is gonna be Frank Robert Kevin Uncle Ulysses X-ray.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
So, yeah, no worries. And then the money in the money market, we'll just keep that liquid. So when you need to pay the pension, just call and we'll have that money wired out to you guys.
Thank you. So you're going to eliminate all the bonds?
No, we're going to keep, we're maintaining the short-term bond fund because it wouldn't have
Okay,
that significant erosion. And in the short-term bond, there's, 493,000 in that. That's the LALDX. That's the short duration fund with Lord Abbott. We're going to keep that.
okay. And the other ones
It's almost
are
like a
gonna
money
be-
market. Right. It's almost like a money market. The
Oh,
yield on
okay.
it is 2%. It's not meant to grow, but it's meant to, protect downside.
Right. Okay. I make a motion to do what John specified. And Rick is so very nicely writing up. Do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Aye. So that's passed. Okay, John, anything
So
else?
now just say, don't watch the news every day. The market probably get a little choppy short term, but the fundamentals are still there. And just hopefully everybody stays well and we'll get together in March or April.
April 14. Okay,
Sounds great.
okay. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
Listen, have a great day, everybody. You're welcome so much. Take care.
Okay.
Hey,
Thanks.
John,
All right.
Okay. Next up, meetings of the, minutes of the previous meeting. Does anyone have any corrections? Can I have a motion to accept?
I make a motion to accept the meetings as printed.
A second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, approved. Now, under old business, did we ever in our minutes say that we were going to invest $10,000 from the money market Morris Fire Company account into a new investment fund? I don't know if we ever stated that in minutes.
no, we
If
didn't.
we
I
didn't-
never remember writing it.
Okay, I make a motion. We invest $10,000 from the Morris Fire Company money market into a new Morris Fire Company investment fund. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, new business. Guess what? I reread the pension stuff again, the old one. And we're supposed to elect a chair every year. Do I have any takers for that wonderful position?
Not me.
No.
I'm doing it again. Is that what everybody says?
Like it. If you would,
Okay. I'll continue until I can't do it anymore.
do we have to make a motion? Do you have to vote on that or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Make a motion for you to continue in your position for the next year.
Second.
Okay, we have to vote.
All in favor?
Okay, we did that. Now, we need to have it in the minutes that when Rick needs the money, he can take $30,000 from the Morris Pension Investment Fund. John said it's in the money market and the investment fund from Main Street Financial Group. I'm not sure how we should write that up, but we need to make a motion so that when the money gets low, Rick can just take it, because it'll only take a few days to get it. I don't want us to run out of money.
So is this motion to add back into the money market once it's taken out? Or
Well,
just,
we have to take it out of the investment fund to cover our shortfall from Louis Clark taking early retirement.
Yeah.
And I will budget that back in for next year to put it back into the investment fund.
okay,
Okay, but it's something we have to do. We don't have an option.
So basically, the motion's for me to be the treasurer of Morris to
Yes,
initiate a transfer from the investment fund to the Morris. Wait, Morris
pension
Pension
fund.
Fund. Morris Pension
Yeah.
Fund. Town of Morris Pension Fund.
Well, the Town of Morris pension, checking account. So you
Correct.
can, yes, and I say 30,000, that'll cover everything, and then anything else that may come up. You said we needed about 21,000 with the report you gave me,
That's what it looks like, yeah.
but that would just make us break even, and that's not safe. So is everyone in agreement with this?
yes,
Yes.
Okay, so motion, I make the motion. I need a proper second.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Now, I sent you the budget. I don't know if I put in quite enough. I had to increase it by 32,000 from last year to pay pensioners because of our dear friend Louis Clark. And then I want 30,000 to go back to the investment fund. And then, of course, there's the actuary and the office supplies expenses.
Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I increased the pensions by 32,000 from last year.
So that 152,200, that's already increased?
That's the increase. It was 120 last year.
Okay.
But that was before I realized that we have somebody else who can take his pension in October, and he's about $9,000 for a year. His name is Steve Burry. He no longer works for the town, but he has pension coming when he asks for it. So I'm short by about 9,000 in my budget, which is not good.
Now, this budget I'm assuming it's going to be approved by the commission.
Yes. So when we get the approval, then I will send it to you, Tom, as what our budget is.
Is this something we can address in April, or do we have to do it now?
Oh, we have to do it now because it's got to go to the Board of Finance.
All right. What do we need? That 152 figure has to be 163?
No, 161, 200.
161. Okay,
That makes the total to be 196, 300. Okay, everybody got that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Now, the fire department, MVFD, pensions, I'm leaving the same. George Humphrey just died, but Audrey Morton will be coming on. She will be eligible, and it's about equivalent. So I'm just leaving it the same.
okay,
And then I added in $100 to the fire company, the new pension plan, because we never put in for any of our administrative costs, and we have to buy checks. And what we're going to be doing is like pushing off a bill until next year because we had to buy checks, we have postage, etc. So I'm just adding $100 to that one, and that's 14,100.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
does anybody have any questions?
No.
So, do I have a motion to approve our budgets, the three of them?
I make a motion to approve the budget with corrections.
Thank you,
Second,
thank you. All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Okay, budget's approved. I will get it to you, Tom, as soon as I get it nicely corrected, and I will send it over. And I don't think I have anything else. Anybody have any questions?
I have one.
Yeah.
At a meeting, I can't remember which meeting, if it was October or the one before, but when we asked people to take their pension instead of getting it monthly. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was earlier. That was like, yeah, in the summer.
Okay, so the ones
was-
that didn't, it's still costing the town money each month to run that, correct?
Well, what happened is those that are collecting pensions at the time when the option went out, could not take the lump sum. It was only those that hadn't started collecting. It's kind of really strange, but it's the way the actuary said it was to be done. So we're going to have pensioners for quite a while, and there are at least 3 people that elected to take the monthly instead of the lump sum.
I guess I was wondering if they knew that it was costing the town money, if they would look at it differently.
I don't really know if they understood what it was presented to them. What was presented to them was they would get no increased benefit. If they took it and put it into any kind of IRA, they would get an increased benefit.
Right.
And how many was it? 7, Rick, that took
It was a
it?
total, it was a total of 8 that took
8.
it. And, yeah, so 8 took it. You do have some younger people that didn't take it, which means the program will last a long, long time.
Yes. And we really couldn't force them to do it.
No, I just,
Yeah.
it just, if they knew the cost of what it is each month or year, then
Yeah,
might reconsider, is all I'm saying. Just a thought.
yeah. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
for these people.
Is there any opportunity to put it into some sort of other fund that would not cost us the actuary fee on a yearly basis?
I think as long as we have pensioners, right now, we have to pay an actuary.
I wonder
But
where we
will
can
look-
find that out.
I will look into that, and I will see if we could get a reduced rate, because there's hardly any work for them to do anymore.
Yeah,
I'll see what I can do. I'll contact Matt on that to see if he can reduce the rate at all.
So another subject, Mary, so we have over $100,000 basically making no interest in just the regular money market in the
Yeah,
Northeast, whatever Litchfield Bancorp.
yeah,
Should we be giving that back, some of that to John to invest in a short-term bond that's safe to at least get 2-3%? Because we don't really need to be, because we're asking for money to fund something that really says it's funded by itself already, and we're not making money off the money.
yeah, I know. That's a good idea. I think we'll bring that up when we can talk to John again about what we should do there.
Yeah, because it's just
He's
sitting there rotting.
Yeah, I know. He's the investment person. We thought we'd have a lot more takers than we did.
Yeah, no, I
So-
agree. Yeah, because if
Yeah.
we could, because that would also help with the budget
Yes,
Yeah.
it will.
for the town.
Yeah. So we'll, I definitely, well, I can email John before the next meeting, and then he can look and give me some suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, there must be something he could do safe, even 1-2%. Right now, we're getting basically 0.0002,
Yeah, we're getting like nothing.
like $4.
I know. Okay. So it would be reinvesting that. I'll email him and see if he has any suggestions. And
Okay.
then maybe it would be just a matter of how much we want to send over for him to reinvest. To
How
get at
much
least more money.
Do you need to have on hand? Do you know?
I only need about $14,000 on hand.
Oh,
I mean, that's including paying the actual, I really don't need, if the budget passes, I don't need any of the money, because that's exactly what, it's actually a little bit over what I'll pay out for the whole next year.
well,
Yeah.
he might, I mean, if Mary emails him and we already decided on a number, he might be able to do it now rather than wait till April.
But you guys would have to make a motion.
Right.
So we have to talk to him first to,
I want
I-
to talk to
you're-
John
yeah,
to see about
exactly.
what he recommends for reinvesting it.
Yeah.
What it would take, et cetera. They have all the paperwork there. I'm pretty sure they didn't get rid of it. But we didn't think these people would be just letting it sit.
Yeah.
So. I'll contact John, see what he comes up with. And then I'll email you people with what he comes up with. And if we need to have a special meeting to send the money to him, we will.
Great idea.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Mary, who'd you say the new person that's going to be getting benefits is going to be? What's the person's name?
That could be applying for him?
Yeah.
Where? In what? The
You said
town?
you said no, in fire department or volunteer fire department. Was it more, you say Audrey Morton?
Yeah.
No, she's
Or-
done.
Oh, she's done?
Yeah, so there'll be nobody taking, yeah, no, she took the lump sum.
Oh, well, then we can reduce the 84 by 16.
Yeah, so Kurt Mitchell, and I think these are the ones you don't have. Charlotte Silver, Kurt Mitchell, and Audrey are all three off.
Okay, Audrey's done.
Because she was $12,000, so that was a good one.
Yeah. I know Kurt was done.
And then Charlotte
And-
Silver.
Charlotte Silver. Yeah, I know she was done too. Okay, Audrey's done. Good, then we don't need that much. we need, take out another 16. And so it'll be 6,800 for the pensions. And that comes down to 10,900 for the fire department. Now I need the budget accepted as amended.
I make a motion to accept the budget as amended.
I second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'll work up my numbers, send out the new ones. And everybody get all nice new numbers, all neat and clean. I'll be emailing Matt and John. See if we can get a reduced rate on the actuary costs for the fire department. And what he suggests on reinvesting. And then I'll forward his email to everybody so they know what he suggested, and then we can just have a special meeting. Anything else now?
I don't have anything.
I'm good.
Okay. Everybody okay?
Yes.
Yep.
We can
you
adjourn at
guys-
3. Can we adjourn at 3:31?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. Nice to see everybody.
You too. You're feeling well?
I never got sick.
Oh,
Good.